what that means. That means that, we're going to be doing some writing sprints today. I am here, of course, with Sako Tumi. We are going to be working on Project Flambeau, which is the book we've been co-writing for the past year that y'all have helped us with. And we're also going to talk a little bit about Preptober. It's halfway over. Nano's almost here. Oh my god. That's coming up next. Everybody, it is halfway through Preptober, and we know what that means. We're all even further to losing our minds than before. Because now we're like, oh crap, Nano is inevitable. I am inevitable. I had to say it. Okay, y'all know me, of course. I am BC. This is BC Brown Books. If you don't know where you are, make sure you go and make a doctor's appointment instead of being on this stream, because that would be very important, especially right before Nano. You're going to need that sanity. Yeah, so I'm here, of course, today. Oh, there's a major echo. I thought I took care of that already.
I hear no echo.
Okay.
So it might be on Jenny's side.
It might be just you, Jenny. I don't know. I don't hear an echo. So if anybody else hears it, let us know, and I will try to correct audios. I appreciate it. Speaking of the other half of somebody, echoes. I don't know. That was a bad segue. Sako Tumi, everybody, is my co-host, co-writer, co-partner in this endeavor of Project Flambeau, and y'all pretty much know her. But in case you don't, Sako, tell people who you are.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. If you are in the market for videos that pertain to marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel, and it's not just me talking, it's also people like BC Brown and Lisa Daly and Dalsa Silverno, etc. Speaking of those three people, on October 22nd at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we will be having a Marketing for Authors talk. I recommend bringing a notebook. It will be a lot of information coming at you real fast. And drop by. I would love to see you.
Yes, I am looking forward to the 22nd event. I was talking to my partner about it last night, and they were all super excited because I was getting excited. So they were looking at me. We were cooking dinner, and I was talking about it. I was like, don't forget, because I always have to double down on the reminders coming up to Nano, because I'm busy in October, and they're aware of that because I'm prepping, and then also it's Halloween, but then I have to remind them that Nano, if they think I'm busy now, that Nano I'm going to be 5 times as busy. And we're going to be even busier because we have Flambeau pre-orders going live on November 7th. So I was like, but don't forget, on the 22nd, I have the writing thing, I have the marketing for writers with Sako and everybody. And they were just like, oh yeah. And I was talking about it, I was getting all excited. I was like, I definitely want to, I definitely want to cover this, especially with the book dropping. And they were like, you're so cute when you get all excited about your writing and your marketing and stuff like that, because you get like little red cheeks and all flushed and your eyes all sparkle. And I was just like, stop. But it was a lot of fun. So everybody, Nano is almost here. This is a perfect statement for mentioning this. Sanity, no idea. No idea what it is. Oh, we figured out what the echo solution was. Oops. Well, thanks for giving extra viewership. Do appreciate that. That's fun. Devin gave up on sanity years ago, which is
Mm-hmm.
good. Speaking of
Mm-hmm.
which, I do want to say hello to Devin Cutting. If y'all don't know Devin,
Hey, honey.
he is the man with all the links, and you should totally check his channel out. Let me see, I've got him in here somewhere.
The tug waddle.
Tugwaddle. Oh, I don't have him in here, I guess. I thought I had a little thing like plug in his channel. Anyway, he is linked down below with his channel for daily playlists. So if you need writing at any given point in time and need a stream, Devin's probably got you covered because somebody is streaming somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all there is to it. We also have Kibby here. Good to
Hi,
see you,
Kibby.
Kibby. Jenny is here. We have Ms. Bonnie in the house. Good to see you.
Yay!
Precious Cousin's going to be writing a sci-fi short story for class. Cool,
Cool.
cool. I'm all excited about that. Let's see. Rialta is here. Good to see you, Rialta. Did you say hi and I missed it, or did you just jumped into the conversation? I see how it was. I do that too. Like people will be like, I don't hear anything. And I'll be like, oh, I don't see anything, or the blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I forget to go. Oh yeah, like 5 comments later, I'm like, and hi y'all,
And also, hello.
and also hello. Here we go. Thank you, Devin. I always link you in every stream that I do down below. I even plug you when I'm on Twitch. I'm like, and if you're on YouTube and that's your, your form of fun, don't forget to check out this guy for writing streams. So, yeah, I want to talk more. Oh, God, there's so much to talk about today. One,
Mm-hmm.
we are 19 words shy of 70,000 words for Flambeau. So I'm super excited. And there really isn't much to like take out of it. I'm doing the flesh out still. I got 45 pages left, which is what I'll be working on today, and just kind of really excited about that. And then I'll do one final line edit, comb through, and then it goes to Sako for formatting.
Soon.
So excited. I'm so excited. As you all know, we did a little bit of a sneak peek of the promo for the cover last Friday, and we'll make sure we toss that up here as well today. So yeah, Rialta. I just jumped on in there. There was a question. Hello. Thank you, Bonnie. Yes, it just still blows my mind about the 70,000 words with Flambeau, since we were struggling initially and like concerned about word count. So that is what I'm telling people. Don't worry about your word count. Your word count will come. When you think you're finished and you're still shy on your word count for 50,000, then you
Do
can
another
worry.
pass.
Do another pass. Just do another pass. That's all you got to do, because that's really all we had to do, was just do another pass.
Do another pass.
I mean, not saying that the 10,000K weekend that we didn't help immensely. It did. But yeah. The just do another pass. That's my like advice to every writer when they're like, what should I do? And I'm like, just do another pass.
Do another pass.
I should have that. I should just make that as a sign. Just do another pass. That should be like, for everything should just be up there on the wall. I'm a little all over the place today. Sako, you want to talk a little bit while my caffeine sets in about what we have coming up?
On November 7th, we are going to be doing a pre-order / cover reveal party at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. BC will be joining me, and we will be doing all the things. Also talking about, this is book 3 in her Metaphysical Chronicle series, and it will be so we'll be revealing the entire series for you guys, so you can just like storm through it if you so desire. And
all with brand new cover art and bonus material in the first 2 books that wasn't in there before.
And on November 8th, Books by Adrian will be hosting an interview with us regarding the book trailer, the choices that were made, um, the construction of the trailer, more information about the book, etc.
Yeah, which I'm excited about because book trailers, not my specialty. Like, I can do videos and I can do video editing and stuff like that, but putting together a book trailer is far more cinematic and has to be very on brand. It has to be just engrossing. It's got to be like watching a mini movie, but a mini movie that you're not satisfied with at the end of it, that leaves you like wanting more. So I'm excited to kind of hear about Adrian's process for that. And just I like to know the behind the scenes on everything. I'm a trivia.
Oh, Kibby. So November 15th, Ginny and I are going to be doing a 10K weekend. Well, weekend. It will be during the week. We are going to do 5K. I'll do 5K one day. Ginny will do 5K the next day. And we'll storm for a 10K weekend, hopefully during Nano.
Love it. Love it. I like the split a 10K weekend up.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
you know, do the reasonable 5K each day cuz that is a reasonable and obtainable goal. Like hitting 10K just seems so
I made it to 7 when I tried a 10K day. That is still way better. That blasted my former record like right out of the water, but that's not something I want to do again anytime soon.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Rialta. I really enjoyed it too. I'm probably going to try and jump in on that if I can and write as I can. Since it's during the week, it will be, for me, it will be during the 9 to 5 hours. But again, y'all know how I like to stealth write during those hours.
Yeah.
Have to figure out your StreamYard to do it on your page. That's okay. Sako can help. I can help. There are tons of us that are.
Push comes to shove, we can do them both on my channel.
There you go. I got this. Grandma brain activated. You can do it, Jenny. I know you can. Devin's best day so far was a tad over 3K.
Yeah, that's usually where I wrap up. If I have a really good day, about 3 or 4K.
Yeah, if it's a pretty solid day, I'm usually breaking about the 3K mark. Like, I consider that a damn good day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's just one of those things where if I really push hard for it, I think my best has been around a little over 6K. I don't think I've ever broken the 7K mark in a day unless I have been almost doing a 24-hour write-a-thon, like a lockdown.
And I did that. I did on the day that I did the 10K day with Courtney Project, is when I doubled it up with a 24-hour thing, and I cataloged basically with little videos every hour. And by the end of it, I was like, I vowed that I would never do something like this again. Why did I do this to myself?
Why did I do this again? We get like, that's the thing.
To forgo sleep for a creative endeavor, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, because at that point when you're forgoing sleep, you're also kind of sacrificing quality a little bit.
Exactly.
Because you start to get so focused on the words, but also then just so tired that you're pushing out the kind of inferior quality that you wouldn't normally push out. Hey, Sage, good to see you. Lurky, turkey, worky. Okay, I gotcha. It's all cool again. And yet, you did it again, Sako. Yeah. We do it. We just do it. I think every year we all tell ourselves, like, there's at least one event every year where you're like, I'm going to do this thing. Oh, and then you do it and you're like, never again, never again, never again. And then the next year, it seems like inevitably the next year rolls around. It's like our little writer brains reset and we decide to do it again. Sensational, Sage. That is a good hashtag. is a good
Mm-hmm.
hashtag. Everybody's excited to see Sage. I'm always excited to see Sage. Let me see. Did I
Oh,
miss
so
anything?
maybe
Oh,
it'll
Heather. Heather
be
popped in and I missed Heather. Hi,
maybe
Heather.
it'll be November 17th going into the 18th.
Going into the 18th. You looking at your calendar or?
I'm looking at my calendar, and rather than starting it on a Monday, because Tuesdays I have my art stream, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if I do Wednesday going into Thursday, then I think it'll
Yeah,
be
that
good.
should be good. Yeah, that's cool. So Heather's best day was over 1,300.
Nice.
Gibby says it's just like drinking. We vow never to do it again. And then yet we do it
And
again.
yet we do it over and
Do
over
it
again.
again. Jenny says, good for any days, just let her know.
Okay.
Cool. Um, yes, so we have so much stuff coming up. I want to talk about Nano a little bit before we jump into our first sprint. I want everybody to shout out if they're participating in Nano and you want the friends, or even if you're not participating in Nano, but you just want the friends anyway on the Nano page, because for whatever reason this year you're just not participating, and that is totally valid and totally fine. Go ahead and drop your Nano name. You can't drop links because you're not all modded on my channel. But go ahead and drop your channel or your Nano names so we can all friend each other and support the hell out of each other because gods know we need it during Nano.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sage says that they've done a couple of 10K days, but they're mostly outlining brainstorming, not writing.
Right.
It's
Right.
I think I've probably hit 10K days before where it was a combination of translate the brainstorm into the outline, start doing a little bit of the zero drafting type of thing.
Right.
So Jenny's doing Nano but not doing the site, also changing the Nano project. That's totally cool. That's cool. No
Oh,
nanoing this year for Sage, but still writing. Perfectly valid.
because every
Perfectly
month
valid.
is Nano for Moon Bunny. Like,
Pretty much. Pretty much. She writes like a little crazy bunny.
yeah.
She writes like a little crazy moon bunny, space bunny. So, but yeah, so just everybody tell us who you are on Nano so we can go, we can friend each other. I'm BC Brown Books. It's pretty easy. I mean, y'all can't miss me. And Bonnie could use more buddies. Bonnie Phillips writes. So, yeah, everybody go and check them out. See, Devin, I would have never known to go and grab you. I don't even think I have you on a lot of social. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I follow you on a couple because you followed me, and then it was easy to be able to follow you back. But so yeah, Precious Cousins can't nano this year because of fiction writing class. But you're gonna be doing fiction writing because of your class, so that's perfectly valid. Wow, Moon Bunny, 15K a month. Yeah, an average of 15K a month. That is really good. That is really good. I like to do nano, even if I don't do it on the site or win it each year by doing it on the site. I like to go and support other writers that are doing it, that are
Mm-hmm.
trying to use it as that incentive to push them to do more, to be more productive. I have in the past deliberately failed Nano, just not uploaded the word counts that I've done to the Nano site
Mm-hmm.
because because I wanted to underscore that it's not about the word count and it's not about winning. It's about, you know,
It's about the
pri
culture.
yeah, it's about the culture and it's about prioritizing your writing and having an entire month recognize writers and what we do, and that it's not as freaking easy as people like to, no pun intended, write it off as. So that's,
Nice.
Sage is at 10K so far for October. Congrats. That's fucking awesome. I, I'm probably there between the updated. I got something in my eye, y'all. Between the updated bonus material for book 1 and 2 in the Metaphysical Chronicles series. Between just fleshing out on Flambeau, I'm probably right around the 10K so far for October, I think. Um, and then, of course, I just opened and started book four's uh, brainstorm and outline session, which I'm probably going to have to go over some brainstorming with y'all on a stream soon for book four.
Cool.
I need some input.
Cool,
Johnny
cool.
5, need input. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do a sprint because I think that will be fun. We're going to do 25 minutes. I found this YouTuber called Bledsoe Teacher Tools
Oh.
that has a ton of timers, and a lot of them are seasonal. And they had this cute,
Oh,
this
adorbs.
this cute little one. They're mostly like kind of elementary school style, like primary education style timers, because I have a feeling, judging by their logo, etc., that they're probably an elementary school teacher.
Yeah.
Um, but they were cute, and I wanted to use this. It has spooky sounds, but I'm not going to put those through on the stream. We're going to go silent for the stream like usual. So let's get started on our sprint in 3, 2, 1. Sprinting. accidentally took Sako off stream.
Whoops.
I meant to take the timer down and like clicked you for some reason. But beepity beep, beepity beep, beepity beep, y'all. How'd everybody do?
I did some self-care and I'm working on today's Witchtober.
Cool.
Well, yeah, I'm working on today's Witchtober.
Yeah. I played with my lighting because I was about to get blasted by the window and the morning sunshine coming through my office window.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I am not gonna get, because I saw it, like I glanced at the time, glanced up and I saw the light creeping down my forehead. I was like, I am
Oh
not.
no,
I
I'm
was like,
not putting up with that today.
I was like, I'm not getting blasted in the face. So I grabbed my ring light really quickly and like was trying to get it set up. And now I'll try and keep it off camera. But like I've got to figure out my with moving my desk, my lighting sources are all like weird now. And like where I can put them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that set up. I got it all set up for doing my videos, but like that's gonna be in the camera frame and that. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Y'all can see me. It's all good.
Yes.
So I added a few more words to the scene where I'm at. This is where she's asking her friend to keep an eye on Justicia's house. And we are officially at 70,211 words now. Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Met the goal.
Boom, 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 boom. So we met our 70K goal, which is right where we wanted to be at for... Actually, this is kind of where we wanted to be at for editing out stuff. But I don't think there's going to be anything that we really need to edit out unless in that final line edit that I always do for every project, which is where I actually read line by line. I read it backwards.
Oh.
I read the whole document backwards, just line by line.
Uh-huh.
You can't check for grammar, you can't check for continuity or consistency, but you can absolutely check for misspellings, typos, missed punctuation, kind of a thing. And it's a trick that my old high school English teacher taught me on just how to just check for those very basic things, because your brain can't get bogged down in the expectation of what should come next,
Mm-hmm.
and it can't get bogged down in the story. You can't get wrapped up in the story that way. So that was one thing that she taught me, and that was the most like critical line editing tool that I have ever learned in my life, and I still use that when I do line edits for clients. So, yeah, right, Kibby. There you go. That's my free advice. From my high school English teacher, wonderful lady. We clashed heads, we butted heads a lot my freshman year. But then I actually ended up becoming her teaching assistant, like grading all her papers and stuff by my junior and senior year. And then once I turned 21 and everything, we went out drinking together. And
Nice.
she was, yeah, you totally take it, steal it, go with it. It's one of the first things I do and one of the last things I do for every client that I have, that I take on like freelance for line edits and stuff, which I will be, speaking of which, opening that back up in January. I will be
nice.
taking some new clients for second quarter of 2022. So I'm starting to dwindle down, which is nice. Yes, thank you. Hi, Dharma. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So we only just finished our first sprint for the day, and we're doing really good on time. We were talking mostly so far about Project Flambeau, which is what I'm working on at the moment. Sako and I are working on our joint book coming up, our pre-orders. We're going to have a release party on November the 7th.
Yep.
And on Sako's channel, which is linked down below. We are going to be on November the 8th on Books with Adrian, talking about the trailer for for Flambeau and how Adrian put that together and what went into the whole process. And then the print book, well, the book officially launches on December the 11th. It is
Mhm.
the third book in the urban fantasy paranormal mysteries series that I have out called the Metaphysical Chronicles. And books 1 and 2 will come out with all brand new cover art and bonus materials that were not included in the originals. So Jenny says, "Whoop! Baby and Mama are on their way home, and I got my tarot prompt challenge blog done for today. Now to actual book writing. Sweet, you're crushing it this morning." Gibby says, "Real life got in the way, so maybe next sprint. That
I was in the
happens."
way. I was in the way.
Hold on.
Hack, hack, cough, cough.
No idea where that came from. Out of nowhere. It's probably from my matcha, actually. The cold weather and my asthma does not go well together, and then you add something that has steamed milk on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Christina, always good to see you. You're one of my favorite weirdos. Precious got 37 words. Solid. You know, I got a couple hundred, I guess, that sprint because we're over because we were 15 words below and now we're a couple hundred over. So Dharma is working on drafting the fourth book in the Lesbian Outlaw Biker Thriller series. I'm about 2/3 of the way through with the draft. Cool.
Nice.
So Dharma, are the other books out? Are books 1 through 3 out, or are you
Are
drafting all
you
of them
drafting
and
all
then
of them
releasing?
and then? Yeah.
If they are out, you should totally tell us where they're at. Also, if they're out and you want to send me cover art via any social media, you could check BC Brown Books and you're gonna find me. I will promote you like I'm promoting Sako and some other friends' cover art on my Twitch streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's free. I don't want anything for doing it. Just send me high quality cover art so that I can put it up on the slideshow that just rotates when I'm chatting with folks on there. Precious got distracted. I got distracted by my lighting. Like, it happens. I was just like, I'm gonna get sun blinded here in a second, and then I was like, well, now I'm too dark. I was like, so I got to get my ring light out, and then I was like, well, now I'm getting warm, so I, had to shed the hoodie, and yeah, we all get distracted. But so yeah, um, I was gonna talk about something specific that I thought about during the sprint that had to do. Oh, yes, I was going to talk about once we get the book out. Sako and I were discussing this before stream, and she agreed with me that it's a good idea. We're going to show you how we set up our Bible so that she and I could work in tangent with each other consistently, and we always knew what we were doing and had all of that information. Sako actually set up the Bible itself, all the folders, because we've been working in Google Docs. And she set up all the folders and got everything structured, which was way better than the structure I was already using for the
Oh,
series Bible. Like,
cool.
way better. So I have yoinked that and restructured my series Bible. Like after how so just letting you know, Sako, I yoinked it.
Nice.
Um, so we're going to show you guys how we did that, and then we're also going to go through and show you what has gone into, because we are basically finished. This book is basically
So
finished.
basically what we intend on doing is showing what to do after you write the end.
Yep.
So all the work that goes into marketing, all the work that series Bible structure, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a special on that.
Yeah. It's overwhelming. The concept is overwhelming. I didn't used to do Bibles for any of my books. I had I had a folder, but I didn't structure them. They were just stuff was just tossed in there. It didn't have any order or structure to it.
Oh.
I structured it, but it wasn't as good as the one that Sako came up with for just this book. So I was like, well, if once we add this book into my series Bible, I'm totally using the same structure so that if and when she and I co-write another book in the future, we just have the exact same structure and the whole series is just structured that way. It'll be
Yay,
easy to cross.
consistency.
Yay,
Hooray!
consistency. With my ADHD, the only thing consistent that you can count on is that I'll be inconsistent, but the nice thing is that I can be consistent within a single project
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
and not be like screwed. So, so curious on seeing the process. So this is awesome for me.
Cool.
Glad, Gibby. Glad.
She's not thinking about this stuff just yet because she's still in the throes of zero drafting.
Oh yeah,
Um,
but it's a
but
good. But it's
but
actually
it's
a
good
good
to
time to
kind of
get.
like put it in the back of your head, and also the videos are going to be available after the stream. So
Yeah.
when the time comes where you are thinking about that stuff, I have a whole playlist
Hmm.
on the topic.
And what we will do, what I might do also is for that stream, we might make it a little less about writing and a little more instructional. And then later, we could chop it up and turn it into an actual video. So you can ask us questions like in the moment, we can answer them, we can go over them, and then also chop it up to make it into an actual like shorter video that you can grab later. Yes, many writers do. Many creatives
Many,
in
and
general.
I feel like because I have OCD, I think it implements in my organizational methods.
Mhm.
And so like I feel like it might behoove you to like steal the structure from like our series Bible, or Hearth Breathings
Mhm.
has a really great series on series Bibles.
Yes. Yes.
She goes through each of the categories that you could possibly have, and you decide which categories you need and which ones you don't. Remember, this book is for you.
Yes.
You're not going to sell this, you're not going to release this. This isn't going to an editor or anything like that. It is specifically for your reference, so you don't have to reread your book
Over
in
and
over,
over and
over and
over.
over and over. So any scenes that had to do with um a character, I just like loaded them up in the, so where they appear in the story, I I just like put all the content in that document.
Yeah.
So
And
we
it,
know exactly what happens, who they're talking to, what the um the who, what, where, when, and why needs to be involved when it
yeah.
comes to these characters.
And you can wiki back to, you can link back to that exact scene if you're, because I don't know if you
We're
guys are,
doing Google Docs,
well,
which
yes.
allows you to do that,
That's
but you can make a wiki if that is what appeals to you, having it on the cloud where other people can get at it, especially if you're co-writing or you're brainstorming with other people. I think having it on a cloud is super helpful.
Yeah, very, very helpful. I agree. Um, and that's one of the reasons I like working in Google Docs, because I do share with my alpha readers and my sensitivity readers. I share everything through Google Docs doing that. I only have a couple of alphas and critique partners, a couple of sensitivity readers that like things to be printed out.
Oh,
And that's just because one of them is visually impaired and needs it to be
blown
just
up.
just needs it to be blown up, but also he's a little older of a gentleman, and he, clicking to do comments, put the comments in there, and reading off of a screen is just hard for him.
Okay.
So, and then another one, she's just so on the go all the time, and she doesn't want to have to read it on her phone and doesn't own a laptop. So, like, she's like, I've got my home computer, that's what I work from, but I need to be able to take it to the doctor's office and read it at the doctor's office while I'm waiting. And She's not a usual alpha. She doesn't do it for other people. She's just my dedicated alpha reader. I love my fans. She was so jazzed when I told her book three was coming out. She's like, "Wait a minute, is this the one with the ghosts?" And I was like, "No, this is the one that
Wow.
introduces magic." She's like, "I thought book three was going to be ghosts." I said, "Well, it was." And then I wrote another book with a friend, and it works in the series. And so now y'all get magic before you get ghosts. And she's like, "Cool." So, Dharma says that books one and three are already out. Shay Stevens' series is available at all online book retailers. Cool.
Nice.
Cool, cool, cool.
Shay Stevens series.
Yeah, I like that. Would
Would
love to
love to
see.
see a series Bible structure. I went through our Bible structure on the night where I said, like Monday night stream series Bibles, but I'll do another one of those
Yes.
after
So,
the pre-order party.
so Sako's down. Links are down below. Hit up her channel to totally see that one where she walked through it. But we will walk through it again so that you can, if you couldn't make that one, then you can ask questions. You can stuff like that. The nice thing, I don't know about you, Sako, but for me, I have learned a lot from how you structure and
Oh,
how, because I don't, I mean, I have OCD, but it's not like your
it
OCD.
doesn't implement in such a
Yeah,
way. Yeah.
it doesn't implement like that. My OCD is like how my desk is organized and what are my routines for managing with my ADHD
Okay.
and like other things, like how many times I have to pet the cat before they are allowed to be off my lap. I have the really weird off the wall routines, but
Mm-hmm.
um it's not organizing my Bibles and stuff like that. I have
Mm-hmm.
folders and I keep things in places, but they're not nearly as organized as yours. So that's going back to I encourage everyone, just for the sake of fun and just for learning, to talk with a friend about possibly co-writing a little short novella or something, and like learning each other's processes and seeing what you can learn from each other just doing that. Plus, it's just a hell of a lot of fun. I've just had fun with Sako.
Yeah, we got super lucky when
Yeah,
we matched up
especially since
because
we didn't
our
discuss it. That's what I
um
love. We were just like, we're gonna do this.
we just dove right in, not even taking into consideration that our styles would have been even remotely different, but our styles are surprisingly similar. So the voice is really interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was fun. And again, we were able to complement each other. She's an underwriter, I'm an overwriter. We were able to just kind of like really just find a streamline between us. So yeah, so Precious, just letting you know, ADHD writer who is a phenomenal writer and active in a lot of the sprints, the streams and stuff like that. She and I did an
A
AD.
talk.
Yeah, we did a whole like 4 hour stream, I think it was. So on my channel about being a writer and having ADHD and what that means and how we've
Hmm.
worked through it and stuff like that. So find that on my channel. It might behoove you. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to Bex. She's awesome too. Kibby, I'm consistent in my own mind. Does that count? I'm consistent in my own mind, but everybody else is just like, distracto high five. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
distracto high five. Kibby's OCD definitely adds to any consistency that they don't have. Yeah. High five back. Definitely need something like that. Dharma creates a series Bible in Scrivener as a separate
I
file.
did that for my Anchor series, and then my hard drive died,
Ooh, yeah.
and so did my portable hard drive.
This is why I
So,
like clouds.
so I am to the point where I'm gonna like I have a series Bible for the Anchor series in paper. Like I have like a paper notebook that I've split up,
Mm-hmm.
and thank goodness for that
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So
Like,
I am one of those that do the same. I so for my Bibles, I have Google Docs that I work in, and I have the Bible on there.
mhm.
However, if Google and the internet and the
Were to
internet
crash.
were to
Yeah.
crash, were to go away, if Google Docs decided not to be a thing anymore, oh my goodness, what would I do? I have a home cloud. It's my own little. My partner is in
What a
IT.
good idea. I have a home cloud too. I should use it.
So my home cloud, everything is backed up onto my home cloud. So if Google Docs were to go away and Google were to become defunct, kind of a thing, I still have my series Bible. I didn't lose any of that. And then periodically, I do go in and print off just to have a print of each thing,
Copy.
a print copy. I kind of do it about, I don't know, once every quarter, maybe. I
That makes
print it
sense.
off. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just so I have it. It's not the latest thing, and it does have lots of scribbles on it and stuff like that, but yeah. So Dharma says that they have a category for characters, one for locations, and one for organizations. Yep,
I think I do something similar.
you do. You have that. You also have, well, now I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Here it is. So there's a folder for readers.
Hmm.
There's a folder for, well, I put this in there for cover elements.
Yeah.
The style guide, magic systems, places, so locations, organizations, characters, and then an outline folder. And we also have a marketing folder.
Hmm.
So, I mean, all of that,
And people who are involved in our marketing plan have access to the marketing folder.
yes. Yes. That way they can pull what they need, they can pull elements, they can pull things like that from it. Um, so, yeah, that's,
Oh, the book tour.
oh, yeah. I just glanced at that too.
Okay, it's
I
gonna
haven't
happen.
heard.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
happen.
gonna happen. I just haven't really heard back from anyone. I know everybody's prepping for Nano.
I think I think we'll attack it come November.
Cool.
That way, or December maybe. So like they're not as distracted regarding Nano, and
They're not as
um,
overwhelmed
they're not as overwhelmed.
because
So
once you start Nano, you're like, okay, I'm good. It's all downhill from here. It's the ramp up to it
because
that.
we can do book tour even after it's released.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could.
So
I figure we could push the book tour all the way through the first. I mean, kind of through the first of the year. So
mhm, mhm, mhm.
yeah, Kibby, I have to make my bed in the morning. If I don't,
Me
my whole
too.
day feels off.
Me too.
Like I don't feel awake. I have to take my I have like I have a as I sit up in bed routine basically until I sit my butt down in a chair.
Yep, me too.
So, uh oh, okay, I'll fix it. Thank you though.
Okay, cool.
Um yeah,
I
sometimes
actually have a video on my channel devoted to series Bibles. And there's a thumbnail for everything, and everything is a series Bibles. I did a workshop, and I go through everything that could possibly be involved with a series Bible.
you forgot. Oh, okay.
Hi,
That's
Debbie.
okay. Hi Debbie. It's cool. Ah. Okay, I'm going to go
All your links are cut
I'll go
off.
fix sometimes that happens with scheduling in StreamYard. It cuts off the links for some reason. I'll go fix it. That's all right. That's okay. I'll go fix them during this sprint. So, speaking of which, let's do another
About
sprint.
sprints.
Speaking of which, we should probably do one of those.
Cool.
It's going to be, roughly 25 minutes.
All
All right, let's get started, everybody, in 3, 2, 1, sprint. Beepity beep. Beepity beep. Beepity beep. How'd y'all do?
I'm listening to music while I'm drawing and stuff, and your beepity beeps like fit into the music perfectly.
Oh, nice. I harmonized with something I didn't even know existed. And I rarely harmonize with anything, so that's impressive. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just harmonizing with things in other places. That's it. I'm going to tell myself that from now on. Just going to be like, I am harmonizing. It's just somewhere in Virginia.
Hey, Q. How's it going?
Yes, I was super excited.
Long
Cordy
time no
popped into the chat.
see. I saw your yay surgery post thing.
Yes, super excited. Ben also popped in during the chat as well.
Cool. Hi, Ben.
Back in the chat, I did, just in case the box didn't update quickly, I did go ahead and drop Sako's links in there.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that. Just every so
Oh, it
often.
splits it up.
Yeah, like, well, not that, but like every so often when scheduling in StreamYard, even though my links are in there, I went and double checked. I was like, I always double check that stuff down in my info box when I schedule. I was like, and they're in there, but when it transfers over to
YouTube?
and when it transfers over to YouTube, it just doesn't pull all of them or cuts them off or, whatever. So, still recovering,
Recovering.
trying to be productive. Well, take it easy on
T-
yourself, girl, because that's not an easy thing to go through.
healing it should be like 95% of what you're doing.
Yeah. But
That is your productivity.
but I do understand that you just feel like you're not doing anything, and also you want to keep yourself occupied, because you'll get bored otherwise. You can only sleep so much.
Yeah.
Dharma got 501 words that sprint. Very nice.
Nicely done.
Kibby, chapter 10 is done. Longest chapter yet at 2,610 words, and on to chapter 11. Rock.
Nicely done.
So Cordy's just video editing. So sitting.
Oh, okay.
But have to get up and walk every couple hours. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Although video editing is still takes a lot of time and effort. If you're putting, real effort into it, and I know you do with your videos, so because they're always there's always a lot of components to them. Debbie is inking today. Awesome.
Nicely.
Awesome.
I am also inking today.
I have no idea how to ink. But I did pick myself up some little
pigment liners.
Yep, I did. So I have, of course, the black ones in various point sizes, in various microns.
I like the Staedtler ones better than micron because micron will fade over time.
Ah, okay.
I've discovered this by surprise when I looked at old sketchbooks, and the ink has faded. Whereas with Staedtler, it doesn't fade. And micron has a softer tip than the Staedtlers. So if you're heavy-handed, you'll destroy the pen in no time.
Duly noted.
So you got to be light-handed when you're working with microns.
Okay. And I usually am too, because I'm so tentative still, so timid. Because it's scary. It's scary. So I didn't pick up any colors yet. I just picked up, just standard black for right now. So
that will suffice for years. Like going to colored line art is like a whole different beast.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm going through right now too.
Okay, good to know. I've got at least another couple of years with just dealing with this one
Just
thing.
dealing with black.
I spent the last 2 years just dealing with, pencils.
Mm-hmm,
So, yay! Yeah, video editing can be very tedious. It can be. Especially if you're mashing stuff up and you're bringing in extra stuff, and it can just be very tedious.
Yeah.
Ben is leaving in 2 months.
Wow.
So exciting. So basically kind of at the first of the year, Ben, or just before the first of the year?
Yeah.
It's so cool. But also, well, we'll miss having you in the chat and everything, and I'm sure you're going to miss talking for a while. I don't know how soon that starts. I don't know if there's like a weaning you off of it
Yeah.
kind of process,
Or you just dive into the deep
or
end,
yeah, if
like,
you're just like suddenly I can't talk.
yeah,
So
a little bit after. All
a
right.
little bit after. Okay, cool. Well, happy travels, safe journeys, enjoy your path, and hopefully the road to enlightenment is only as rocky as you need it to be.
Mm.
Okay. So, um, I am speeding right along the second ice raid
Cool.
in the thing. I added like 30 words. It's, nothing big. Mostly that was just slightly fleshing out the diner scene between Jerry and
Oh, cool.
Juan, and her asking him to keep an eye on the house, and then right on into the ice raid, which I'd pretty much already fleshed out the ice raid. Just
Okay.
checking it line by line now.
Gotcha.
Exactly one day after the first of the year.
Bye outside world.
It's a way to kick off 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so cool. So cool. I mean,
Holy
I,
crap.
I assume your first bit of time is going to be just sleeping a lot and adjusting to jet lag and the and everything. Just be getting used to new days and nights and getting settled in. So, but yeah, so that's all I did on this last one. I made a couple of notes for myself for other stuff to do, like as they were popping up, just like stuff I need to schedule later.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just me being organized and me going, oh, hey. And then, of course, I tried to fix the links.
Yeah. I got a email basically saying that my print, which I submitted this morning, is ready for pickup.
Oh, cool.
So I will, when this stream is over, I will go and get it.
Cool. Very cool. I think we're going to have time to squeeze in. I'm pretty sure we can
One
squeeze in one
more.
more 25 if we jump on it in like the next minute ish. Because I'll still have time, plenty of time for work and stuff. You guys get to enjoy my lovely. Everybody stretch! Since I'm doing it, might as well encourage everybody
Might
else
as well
to remember to stretch and hydrate and all of that good junk. Okay. Yesterday, our work teams were talking about, they were just giving us an update that it's still conceivable first quarter of the new year that we'll be going back to the office, at least for hybrid schedules.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right in the middle of like my yoga. Because that's what I do when I'm in work meetings and stuff. I just like do some light yoga and stretching.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in this really contorted position, and I was like, boy, my office mates are going to just be like so weirded out by the amount of stretches I do and yoga that I do at my desk every day. I forgot I was going to have to, because I let my boss know. My boss, of course, knows that I have ADHD and that I fidget and that I move around a lot. But like none of my none of my teammates really know that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it'll be funny, everyone getting used to my idiosyncrasies
Yeah.
that I need in order to get through an 8-hour shift. Because somebody said something the other day. I had my gloves on because I was having a bad day with my dermatillomania, and they were like, "Those gloves are lit. That's just some cool style." I was like, "It is cool style. It's necessary style." I said, "And you guys will see them a lot. I have lots of them." And they're like, "Why
Mm-hmm.
will we see them a lot? We haven't seen them really on the videos, or." I was like, "Well, because at home I don't have as much anxiety." I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"But out in public I have tons of anxiety, and so the gloves are just kind of there." I was like, "So at the office, you guys are gonna see them a lot because I'll have to have them."
Yeah.
Yes, you refrain from stretching. You do that when you're told to do that, and only when you're told to do that, and you're cleared by doctors to do that.
Indeed.
Yes. Yeah, I have tinkered with the idea of asking for work from home accommodations, um, and we'll see. But it really, honestly, I do kind of miss being able to go into an office at this point. I mean, it has been several years now since I've been in an office,
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
um, I do kind of miss it, and it would be good to test it to see how well I do. And then if I have to adjust and ask for
Um,
accommodation, I will.
yeah.
I mean, I've been there only just a hair over 6 months, and they've already promoted me twice.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm a valuable asset.
Apparently.
Yeah, able to get a lot of different things to help you adjust. Yeah. And mine, my boss was just like, look, we get it. You got to get up and move around. And you've got to have a wireless headset so that you can move around. Like I had to explain, I had to set, had to have my, just briefly, to deal with my ADHD. I had to have my psych doctor submit like reasoning why they have to allow me to have a laptop or another device that I can have something on mute going on that I can work on separately, because there are days where focusing on just my work I cannot do. And
Yeah,
if
me
they
too.
and if they want
I'm
yeah,
multiple projects
yeah.
sort of
And if
situation.
they want me to do well at the job, I have to. So like I had to document each day for like a month and show them how many days out of the month I absolutely had to have that third monitor in this instance. I had to have that laptop doing
Mm-hmm.
something else entirely that was not work related, that was an interest, to
Mm-hmm.
keep me productive.
Motivated.
Yeah, to keep me motivated. And they saw and it was, they had me do it for half a month, show them without it and then with it,
Mm-hmm.
and what my um, numbers were, what my productivity numbers were, and stuff like that with my calls and my emails sent and responded to. Um, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, you do better when you can split your focus." I was like, "Yes, it's called being neurodivergent,
Mm-hmm.
having an ADHD brain." And so yeah, it was interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another 25-minute sprint. And then that will take us right up to the end of the stream, and then we will have to kind of end very quickly after that. But it will all be good. But we're gonna get the sprints in. All right,
Cool.
everybody, we are sprinting again. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Thanks for covering that for me. Got a little into it there. Good news though, I'm on page 70.
Cool.
And this is all stuff that's already been fleshed and added to, so I'm just gonna do the line thing. Yeah, and that should be it. We are at, where are we at on the word count? 70,404.
Nice.
Yeah. Kibby got the during the sprint got cleaning done on a major spill. Woohoo!
Oh.
That's I'm sorry you had the spill, but glad you got it cleaned up okay. Hey Jason, we are just getting ready to go.
Yeah, you caught us just on the way out.
Yeah, this is normally a little later than I usually run, but we wanted to get in one more sprint before we went. Sage took an awesome nap and ate some frickin' fantastic chocolate.
Yes.
You had a good
Yes,
stream.
King.
Yeah. hey. Aw.
Oh.
No.
No.
Sad.
Wah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, so my hours will be changing on Friday with the time change, but I don't know what they're exactly going to be yet, so stay tuned for that. Devin did lunch. Nice. I'm going to have to do second breakfast before I log in for the 9 to 5. Kibby's okay, still cleaning up the spill.
Oh, okay.
Moon Bunny's like, yeah, I had a good day.
Nice.
Nap and some fantastic chocolate. Freaking fantastic chocolate.
Yes.
Always good. It's not just fantastic chocolate. It's freaking fantastic chocolate.
Fantastic.
Freaking fantastic. Yeah, there are two things that I love. It's things that are freaking fantastic and things that are abso-fucking-lutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the day, y'all. I hope everybody got done what they wanted to get done, whether it was writing, whether it was inking, whether it was cleaning, whether it was napping. It doesn't matter to me. I like that people just showed up. And CBD gummies.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, liquid travels under things a little too well. That is so true.
Suck.
So true. Hence the nap and the chocolate. CBD gummies with a nap and a chocolate. Yep. It's good to see you too, Quarty. I'm glad that, everything went well with the surgery and you are on the mend. That is so cool.
That is awesome.
Yes, you too, Jason. You'll have to, if you guys, of course, check out Sako on Monday nights on her channel. The links are down below. If you want more writing streams from me specifically, other than here, then I am on Twitch as well. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Currently at the same time that what I'm streaming as right now on Fridays here on YouTube. So you can check that out. And yeah, other than that, Sako, why don't you go ahead and tell folks about you?
Howdy neighbors, I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I write horror and I'm a witch and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. In fact, I've been doing a marketing plan for our book Flambeau. On that note, if you are interested in making your own marketing plan, I have a whole playlist on videos on how just to do that on my channel, Sako Tumi Voit. And on October 22nd, BC Brown Books and Dalsa Soruno and Lisa Daly will be joining me for a talk on marketing for authors. Bring a notebook. It's going to be a lot of information coming at you real fast because we got to cram it into 2 hours. And I hope to see you.
Absolutely. Yes, I am so excited about that. Devin is also dropping a link here for more YouTube writing streams. Check out his daily playlist that he's got. He is Tiguaddle. He is the man with all the links. He gets them up there super, super quick. So you should definitely check that out. Thank you, weirdos, for just coming and hanging out. today and chatting with us and being productive with us and talking about all sorts of stuff and celebrating Flambeau with us and everything that is coming out. And yeah, if y'all don't know me, of course, I'm BC. This is BC Brown Books, where we get weird about words in the ways that only writers can. We write them. We talk about writing them. We talk about a lot of other things too, but mostly we talk about writing words and related to writing words. That's what we do. That's what we know. They say write what you know. Well, we also talk what we know. So, all right, y'all. I had a great time. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Enjoy yourself. Be productive as you need to be. Rest as you need to be. Take care of yourself. And I love y'all, weirdos.
Enjoy your